Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share an update of my Reflections journal course. So it's been filling up quite nicely now that we're at the end of November, December. Most of the pages are done. I've still got a few that I want to fill in with some extra prompts that I would like to look at. So the Reflections journal course ran in November and it's running again in December if anyone would like to join. You get to document your year and look for the moments of gold and look for how you changed and grew through the year, documenting the momentous occasions and events, a whole bunch of visual memory keeping, and it's a great way to have this journal album of your year to look back on, and a great way to preserve or to keep a snapshot of who you were at that time and what your life was like during this time of your life. So I love having this. It's kind of like this time capsule. Especially I love looking at my one from last year because obviously this year it's all still fresh in my memory, and I'm only going to see the value of this particular journal in the coming years when I'm going to, forget these memories and forget these moments that impacted me and that kind of thing. So that's a look at what I've done so far. The course is $30 where you get weekly prompts for a month. Well, you get more than that now because, like I said, you get lifetime access. So I'm going to keep on going. And you can see here these pages that I still need to fill up. The first half of the journal is dedicated to the Anchor Journal course, and anyone is welcome to join the Anchor Journal course anytime as well. That one is about documenting our anchors, the things that hold us together, that keep us going. And for me, I was documenting my anchors in 2023. So what I want to do is do a page spread with you guys just to give you a taste of what you get in the Reflections Journaling course, where I share my process filling up this journal. There are weekday prompts, and so you can have a rest or catch up over the weekend, so it's not too intense. And you can go at your own pace. You can use an altered book. You can use any type of journal you want, whether it's a plain lined notebook, a junk journal, an art journal, a visual diary, whatever works for you. For me, I'm using an altered book, so I do need to cover up my pages wherever they have writing or pictures on them. So what I've done for this page, and the prompt here is new, by the way. What new things came into your life in 2022, or what new things did you discover? What new things did you learn? And for me, I'm kind of tying in two prompts with this page. On the left-hand side page, I'm documenting some new things that came into my life that are very significant to me. And on the right-hand side page, I'm documenting about new things that I did in terms of journaling and writing, and I'll be sharing a bit more about my writing journey and how I'm working on a new book, and we'll get onto that. But first of all, if you want to join the Reflections course, it's through PayPal, $30 through PayPal to wordslikesylk@gmail.com. All the information will be down below in the description box, and then just leave your email and a note that says your name and the title of the course that you're joining, and I will email you a link to that course website where you can, like I said, go at your own pace because you have lifetime access to it. I like working on my Reflections journal throughout November, December, and maybe even a bit of January, because of course the year hasn't finished yet. So when I wanted to document those December moments, I might do that across in January. So the prompt that I'm giving you a sneak peek here at is new, and on the left hand side page I was doing sort of a Polaroid page where I was putting 4 photos, and underneath them I would annotate just what those photos are representing. On this right hand side page, what I'm doing is covering up the picture that was already on the page with a lined notebook page from my current journal. And that's significant to me because this year I have started journaling again after a long time. I mean, I know I journal a lot, right? I do a lot of junk journaling, a lot of art journaling, a lot of collage and visual journaling. But when I talk about journaling, I haven't journaled for like 4 years. I haven't journaled in just a plain notebook where I used to write just pages and pages regularly. I used to do it daily sometimes, and if not daily, weekly at least, or multiple times a week. And it was just such a great way to get my thoughts out, my feelings out, any prayers, worries, a way to document memories, of course. And yeah, just after quite a stretch of time where I wasn't doing that anymore, I thought I'd lost it. And in a way, I didn't even miss it because it's been so long since I've done that. And to the point where I was questioning, maybe this is just not how I journal anymore. Maybe this is just not for me anymore. And I had little forays back into it where I dipped my toes back into it, and it felt like I was coming back to my roots and that type of thing. But then I'd lose it again. And it just wasn't, it was a bit stop and start. It hasn't been constant. I've been a journaler since the age of, well, I've been journaling my whole life, but a regular journaler from the age of 14. I really got into it, but then it was probably around the age of 21. It was my 21st birthday when I just started writing pages and pages regularly, and it became such a big thing in my life. And I really wanted to get back to that, but after a while of not being able to do that, I thought, well, I'm not even missing it, and I don't even feel any desire to do it again, really. To the point where I was asking God, like, okay, do I just not journal like this anymore? And even with my dream of being a book writer, my biggest dream, when people ask me, what's your biggest dream in life? For me, it's to write and publish books and be an author. And for a while there, I was writing a book a year or a book every few years or something. And if I wasn't working on one, if I hadn't published one, I was working on other ideas. And for a while there, I was playing around with some ideas, but nothing just came together, and it was just, yeah, it just didn't feel the same, basically, to the point where I was asking, yeah, do I even do this anymore? Do I even have this dream? Or is the dream past? Is it gone? And I was fully ready for it to go because, like I said, I hadn't been in that mode for so long that I didn't even miss it. But then all of a sudden this year, my goodness, it came back with such a raging fire. Like, I just got this restlessness in my spirit, in my heart, and I always know that feeling. That's when God's working on me before something big. The first time, or one of the biggest times I had it, was before I did a charity walk from Sydney to Melbourne. And that year and the lead up to it, my heart was so restless, like so restless. And I knew something was coming, I just didn't know what. And I knew it had something to do with helping others and my heart for helping those less fortunate than us in, the first world. And I was like, do I go visit the elderly? Do I have lunch with the homeless? Do I make up hampers for people? What do I do? Do I donate to charity in a bigger way? And then God's like, no, you're going to walk for the Dalit children in India by walking from Sydney to Melbourne, a 6-week charity walk. And I was like, oh my gosh, of course, I would never have come up with that on my own. God was preparing my heart that whole time for something that big, because any other time I would have said no. If you knew me, I don't like walking. Nothing in me would want to do that ever. So he was really preparing my heart that year. And yeah, other occasions he's prepared me for the big changes in my life. So I know this time as well, I was like, okay, I've got that restless feeling again. Something's happening. I don't know what. And yeah, I realized through a whole bunch of things, he's got me back into journaling again, to the point where now every night I look forward to journaling. But at the start, when I tried to journal, it felt so weird. I'm like, what am I doing? This doesn't feel right. I don't even know what to write about anymore. And it took me like a good chunk of time, like weeks, a month or so, before I felt like writing was normal again. And that's just bizarre. But now it's to the point where every night I can't wait. I'm looking forward to journaling. Even when I'm really tired, I'm just like, no, I love this feeling of journaling and getting everything out. And just some days I would write for pages and pages in the day as well, day and night. I'd just write and write and write. And through that and through other things, a whole bunch of other things, God has just rekindled that dream to write books and to journal pages and pages and to write about my outer world and to write about my inner world. And then yeah, he showed me to do this course, a big leap of faith. Each time he's given me that restless feeling, it's been a huge leap of faith to do whatever he's asked me to do or what I felt like he's wanting me to do. And yeah, this time I am going to be doing a 9-month bookmaking course next year, and my goodness, it's a huge financial investment, time investment, energy investment. I don't even know what next year is going to look like with this bookmaking course. It's going to take up a lot of my life and a lot of my focus. So there's all of the fears that come with it, all of the logistical worries that come with it, but also the excitement and the trust that this is going to be an amazing, life-changing journey, and in ways that I'm not even going to know about yet. Only when I look back, I'll realize how it has changed me. And yeah, to get a book out at the end of it will be amazing too, of course, but it's going to be bigger than that, the life journey. And I've got a fundraiser for that book if anyone would like to support me and help me bring this book to life. It's a GoFundMe page, which I've never done before, so I'm a bit nervous with this whole, I don't know how it works and everything. But yeah, I also have my other books for sale, and all the money from any of those sales will go to this course and covering the cost of all the materials, and helping me live next year as I do this course and work on this book. I wrote a book ages ago now about my journey from Sydney to Melbourne and how it changed my life, and what I got out of it, what I learned from it, how God showed up and what he taught me through that whole 6-week journey. So that's available on Amazon as an ebook. Some of you have got that, and one lady in particular was just telling me how reading that book inspired her and motivated her so much to think bigger and dream bigger. And I've got The Art of Mental Health in my Etsy as well for sale. And lots of people have told me how that book has helped them as well in their dark moments, in their dark times. And so if you're interested in any of those books, all of those will be in the link in the description box below as well. But yeah, super excited. If you want to do the Reflections course, all the information is down there as well. Hope you're doing well. A big thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in November. I hope you absolutely loved all of the extras this month. And if you would like to support me in December and get access to extra videos and printables, behind the scenes updates, and first access to any of my creations, the link is down below in the description box. The links are also down there to all of my journaling courses. The Reflections journaling course is running all through December if you would like to document your year for 2022. And if you would like to support my book fundraiser, the link is there to my GoFundMe page as well.